Today's video is sponsored by Blue Apron. So, Lucky Charms. We go way back, if you didn't know. The second ever BuzzFeed test I ever did was a Lucky Charms ice cream cake. And then I think it was about 3 years ago now that I bought out every single store's supply worth of boxes trying to win an all marshmallows box. I honestly forgot I put that up there until right this moment. Spoiler alert, I didn't win that competition, but Lucky Charms saw my video and sent me one anyway. How cool is that? Yes, this is a box of plain marshmallows that's now outdated by 2 years, and I haven't opened it because I couldn't bring myself to. Anyways, the point is, I love me some Lucky Charms, so when I saw that Claire made a homemade version, I wanted to jump on it right away. Unfortunately, it never won any of the polls that I put it in. Even last week, it came in second, and again, I figured why not please those who voted for it? And myself again, because I want to eat them. This definitely won't be a walk in the park for me. I have never made cereal marshmallows like this before. I'm leaving it in the hands of Claire right now, so let's get right into this. So for this recipe there are two main components, the oat cereal and the marshmallows. But before we can start making either one of them, I want to give a huge shout out to my friends over at Blue Apron. The legends over at Blue Apron have once again agreed to sponsor a video. A, so I can show you some more of their amazingly delicious meals, and B, so I can share another hookup to get you guys started on your own Blue Apron journey. If you are unfamiliar, Blue Apron allows you to skip meal planning and grocery shopping. You can get exciting recipes and quality ingredients delivered right to your door. Blue Apron not only sends you perfectly portioned ingredients to minimize food waste in your kitchen, but the prices can start as low as $7.49 per serving. They offer 3 different flexible meal plans to fit whatever your specific needs may be. There are 11 recipe options to choose from each and every week, and Blue Apron recipes are delivered in a refrigerated box so ingredients will stay fresh even if you're not home when it arrives. Not to mention that there is zero commitment here. You can skip or cancel the service at any time you'd like. This week, I am trying out Blue Apron's Mexican-style chicken and rice, the pimento cheeseburgers, and some creamy prosciutto and tomato pasta. I cannot stress enough how simple and straightforward making these restaurant quality dishes are. Everything is pre-portioned, there's detailed descriptions of every step. As you all know, and remind me every single week, I am not a professional chef, and look at some of the results that I was able to get. So do yourselves a favor, be one of the first 100 people to click the link in the top line of the description to get $80 off over your first 4 weeks of Blue Apron. If you want to make some homemade Lucky Charms, grab yourself some granulated sugar and baking soda, vanilla extract and kosher salt, white vinegar and toasted oat flour, some warm water and whole milk, as well as a couple eggs and some powdered sugar. That actually isn't nearly as many ingredients as I thought we were going to need. This seems like a really complicated, drawn-out process, and in some aspects it is, but as far as ingredients goes, it's pretty straightforward. If you couldn't tell, we are beginning with that oat cereal portion, because I think it'll probably be easier. You probably noticed I bought some toasted oat flour because today I am not buying a $500 flour mill that Claire uses. I feel like I've blown enough money recently, so I think this store-bought toasted oat flour should work just fine. The cereal part comes together in 2 stages. First, your wettish batter, where you hydrate your flour, and then your whipped egg white mixture, in which you eventually fold into the flour. I did think things were going pretty well until this mixture was super runny. I do not believe Claire's was this watery, but I'm gonna at least bake 1 batch of this off. And I don't know what happened here. I don't think I messed up the measurements. Honestly, when I scraped them off the paper, they looked more like arcade tokens or something. They're super thin. And before completely trashing that batter, I did bake 1 more sheet tray off. and they didn't come out much better either. So I took about an hour to whip up another batch of this batter. If you're interested, I filmed that batter for my TikTok. Yes, I feel all your cringes at home, but I think it'll be fun. If you want like a behind the scenes or a different angle of these videos, then go on over and follow it. It's David_Seymour1. Now this next batch worked much better, especially after I used a piping tip to cut little rounds out of what I had piped. And these actually look really similar to what Claire ended up having. All that's left to do now with these guys is pop them in the dehydrator, the same one that I used for the Babish mac and cheese video. About halfway through, whipping up a quick little sugar, milk, and vanilla extract mix to like spray over the top and give them a little bit of a sweet coating. And besides that, just let them ride out in the dehydrator until we're ready to throw a bowl of cereal together. And now onto the meringue, which I am much more worried for. I tend to screw these up all the time, but I followed Claire step by step. I was very specific with my measurements. I used a scale. I tried to very slowly stream in each ingredient into my stand mixer, and by the end, I was cautiously optimistic with this. I cannot tell you how many times I've used these gel icing colors for recipes before. I feel like I've had them for years and they just never run out because a little goes a very long way. They're great for buttercream frostings and marshmallow fondant and supposedly egg white meringues too. With that being said, the orange and purple were really hard to nail because I had to make a cocktail of a bunch of different colors to try to get close, and I'm pretty happy with them. And now I would like to take a moment to welcome you all to my living nightmare. These took forever to pipe out each individual little marshmallow shape, especially because I'm down to my last piping bag. So every single time I had to change a color, I had to empty the bag, wash it out, and then refill it with the next color. I tried some fancy little angled tip for the rainbows, and they definitely didn't look how I wanted them to, so I just switched over to the other tip, and I was actually able to get quite a few good looking ones. Once I had what felt like thousands of marshmallows piped out, I baked them at 200 degrees, just check them every 5 minutes or so, until they start to feel solid and you can kind of peel them away from your paper or Silpat. And then set those in the dehydrator as well for at least an hour or two until they are completely dry and nice and snappy. It has been a very long day of cereal making. I'm about to indulge at about 11 p.m. at night, but if they are as delicious as the normal ones, I will be just as happy. I just can't believe this day is finally here. And I'm holding homemade Lucky Charms. Claire's video came out almost 2 years ago, June 2018. And here we are. My little biscuit cereal cookie things definitely got a lot darker than hers did. I don't know if I baked them too long, if they dehydrated too long. You know, I'm not gonna like deconstruct this and pick this apart. I'm just gonna eat a spoonful of it like I would on any normal morning in high school. Depressed that I had to go back to that place. Anyway. Alright, the initial hit was great. It felt like real cereal with the differences in textures. It definitely leaves behind a weird, aftertasty, almost film on your mouth. That could be the amount of food dye I dumped into these and the little like bitter aftertaste it gives off. These are great though. They got that nice outer layer of vanilla and sugar. They got a really nice crunch. I know Claire didn't put any milk in hers, I don't believe, but I can't help but to not do that. Even if they disintegrate away, it is for science. So let's see. That doesn't look too bad at all. Why did she not put milk on this? This is so good. I'd say it's been about 2 minutes and everything's holding up. The marshmallows look good. I knew the cookies would because they're really hard, so. I'm just so happy today. I'm back with you guys. I did a recipe that I've wanted to do for 2 years. What a good day. As much as I would love to just pop this box open and start eating handfuls of the marshmallows, I feel like I can't. It's been too long to give up now. I feel like I can come up with a second best option for my marshmallow loving self, though. What if you theoretically plop down the rest of your meringue mixture and made an enormous marshmallow as big as my palm to absolutely tear up and enjoy like a little 12-year-old child? That would make me very happy. Yeah. Guys, look, I can finally make a proper macaroon with a real foot and everything. This thing is as big as my whole head. What have I done? Lucky Charms, if you are watching this, make these and sell them, because I would buy them all the time. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave me a big old like. I guess follow me on TikTok now. The links to that and Twitter and Instagram are in the description. Again, a huge shout out to my friends over at Blue Apron. Click their link and give them a look as well. Other than that, have a fantastic weekend. I will see you right back here next time. Peace.
With the M without the AD. Flipping burgers and my money super lazy. Try and make a meal tonight, they ain't paying me. Try and supersize my life with my A-team. Yeah, our style wasn't wavy, but we had a vision.